The Summer of 4'2" is the season finale of Season 7 of The Simpsons. It follows Lisa's journey to rebrand herself on summer vacation after realizing not only is she unpopular at school, but she also has no friends. This was my favorite episode as a kid, and it's at the core of what I think of when I think of Simpsons nostalgia. And I revisited it for the first time in years to see if I could heal my inner weird little girl.
Hey, Bart! Summer's almost here. Which kind of sprinkler do you like? The one that goes like this? Or the one that goes like this?
It's the last day of school, Millhouse. Try to show some dignity.
It's the last day of school, and best of all, yearbook day. A day where we find Lisa being fawned over by the other girls in the yearbook club. One of them proclaims, "When the kids see these layouts and fonts, you're going to be the most popular girl in school." Which, wouldn't it be great if being admired was that easy? Flashing forward to the end of the day, we check in with Miss Hoover's class, where she's cut off by the bell while reading about former President Abraham Lincoln's assassination. And because she's off the clock too, she assures Ralph that President Lincoln is just fine.
Go home, Ralph.
Kids flood the hall, screaming, running around, and entering a pure chaos state that can only be invoked by the start of summer break. Lisa tries to create a method to this madness by asking everybody to get out the color-coded tickets that she handed out at the beginning of the school year for yearbook collection. Everyone groans, and Nelson reminds Lisa that if she hadn't edited the yearbook, some other nerd would have, and then starts throwing books into the masses. A true man of the people. Lisa brings her yearbook to a group of kids and asks them to sign it, and the group passes it around, only for Lisa to get it back with no signatures or well wishes. She walks away, rather dejectedly, only to run into a large crowd around a table where Bart is holding a yearbook signing. No personalized greetings, please. As she walks away, Lisa wonders why she's not popular.
I don't get it. Straight A's, perfect attendance, bathroom timer? I should be the most popular girl in school.
In Adult World, Homer and Ned Flanders talk to each other from either side of their shared fence. Flanders shares that he's in a bit of a pickle because he was called in for jury duty when his family was supposed to be going to their beach house for vacation. He asks if Homer and the rest of the Simpsons would like to stay there, absolutely free of charge. Homer guilts Flanders into also taking a look at the Simpsons' septic tank because a free vacation is simply not enough.
Hello, Mr. Brown Ground. What you got for me?
Each of the kids have been given permission to bring a friend, and Marge walks into Lisa's bedroom while she's packing and asks if she's called any of her friends. Lisa responds by saying her only friends are, quote, grown-up nerds like Gore Vidal, and even he's kissed more boys than I will. And if that isn't a mood for weirdly academic children. Lisa asks her mom why she doesn't have any friends, and Marge says that they're best friends, which Lisa agrees with, but mentions that she also needs friends her own age. Marge, a good mom, tells Lisa that she will eventually make friends. She just needs to focus on being herself.
Be myself? I've been myself for 8 years and it hasn't worked.
Like a good young adult novel protagonist, Lisa realizes that a summer vacation is the perfect time and place to rebrand yourself. Lisa dumps out her suitcase and heads into the vacation empty-handed. Bye-bye, Lisa Simpson. The Simpsons, email house, arrive and everyone starts settling in. Marge is making the bed in Lisa's room, and Marge tells her to put on her swimsuit and go enjoy the beach. Lisa reveals that she's totally forgotten to pack and asks Marge to take her to the store, where she hard launches Lisa's new look. And Lisa, very gently, pushes Marge away to go look for people her own age. Lisa walks through the beach town trying to find other kids, though her journey nearly brings her to the public library, where a hallucination of Alice in Wonderland tells her to run because it is a trap. Little Miss Future Anxiety Disorder walks through the boardwalk and wonders if the other kids have ditched her in advance, until she hears voices coming from underneath the boardwalk. She dashes down there to see a group of cool kids hanging out, and the cool new Lisa Simpson immediately begins to plan how she's going to make her entrance while observing them from afar. A true icon for everybody with social anxiety. Though, she does run away when a bird swoops by. But, don't worry, she does try again. A girl compliments her hat, and Lisa's grand plan of walking by and hoping they notice her works.
A compliment. Scanning for sarcasm. It's clean. Go!
The beach kids lament not being able to skateboard because the cops keep confiscating their boards. Lisa reveals that she knows somewhere they can skate where there's virtually nobody around. The public library. Bart and Milhouse see Lisa skateboarding with the beach kids, and Bart decides to try and steal the moment by doing some sick tricks and proclaiming that they know they want his friendship. The beach kids read it for what it is. Bart trying a little too hard, though Lisa doesn't help his case by saying that he is her quote-unquote dorky little brother Bartholomew. Later, the Simpsons, Milhouse, minus Lisa, are playing a board game. Bart is complaining, and worst of all, he gets the dud. Meanwhile, Lisa is hanging out with her new friends on the beach. She explains to them what a hermit crab is and gives one a new shell. She uses the word crustacean, and the beach kids ask her if she learned that from a teacher. Lisa panics and says that she learned it from Baywatch. There's a scene where Homer buys some illegal fireworks from a convenience store for the 4th of July. Lisa and the beach kids decide to throw a beach party while Homer uses a stove to light the large firework he just bought and blows up the dishwasher on accident. The beach party starts, and Bart looks on jealously while Lisa and the beach kids hang out around a bonfire. Marge tells him to mind his own business. But what brother ever has? Erin, the girl from the beach kids, gives Lisa a friendship bracelet, and Lisa gives her a necklace that she made from the shell of the hermit crab she helped out earlier. Bart watches this and vows revenge. Flash forward as we hear Lisa thinking about how she's nauseous but popular as the other kids throw her in the air using a blanket. She sees Bart, and he has her yearbook that he then proceeds to show to the beach kids, revealing that Lisa isn't actually cool, but the head buckaroo of the grammar rodeo. Yeehaw! At breakfast the next day, Bart tries to tell Lisa that he actually helped her by teaching her to be herself. Lisa rebuts.
I know exactly who I am. I am the sister of a rotten, jealous, mean little sneak. You cost me my only friends. You ruined my life.
Marge takes the kids to the carnival, and they are fighting the whole time. Like a good mom, she tries to bridge the gap, but it's simply not happening. Bart rams into Lisa during bumper cars, sending her car flying out of the arena, and alone again, Lisa walks home. At home, the beach kids are gluing shells and beach things to the Simpsons car and trying to be stealthy about it. Lisa walks in on this and is too tired to care, so she tells them to just send her a Polaroid of whatever mean thing they're doing because she is going to bed. They ask her to wait, and it turns out they've written Lisa rules in shells, so she can take the beach with her wherever she goes.
Does this mean you still want to be friends? Even though I tried to cover up my nerdish leanings?
Look, we don't care who you were. You can't fake the kind of good person that you are.
Yeah, you taught us about cool things like nature and why we shouldn't drink seawater.
This is the most thoughtful thing anybody ever...
Sweet merciful crap! My car!
The Simpsons head out the next day, and Bart reveals that he showed Lisa's yearbook to her friends again. Lisa is upset, but she opens it to find out they have all signed it. Although I wouldn't go so far as to say that this episode healed my inner weird little girl, like I had hoped at the beginning of this video, I will say that it is definitely my favorite episode of The Simpsons. Yes, it's funny. Yes, it's the source of the incredibly high-effort meme, the dud. But it's also incredibly heartfelt, which is what The Simpsons is when it's at its best. As an adult, I've always had a hard time letting go of young adult novels and coming-of-age storylines. And The Summer of 4'2" is a beautifully done coming-of-age story. It gives us so much insight into Lisa's internal journey, and the plot would feel just as at home in a longer format scenario like a movie or a novel. Although Lisa is 8, the emotional beats of the story hit as hard for me at almost 24 as they did when I was watching this episode for the first time as a kid. You never really grow out of that desire to be wanted, popular even, And it's clear from every moment of the episode, the writers knew that, and they really hit it over the head. For me, and I'm certain most others, everything Lisa has done is something I've done in hopes of fitting in. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't, even at 20 years old, been in college doing walk-bys of groups of people that seemed cool with a nice shirt on in hopes someone would notice me and invite me into their group. I'd be lying if I hadn't played down parts of my personality and interests to make myself more palatable. We all would. Also, I would like to give an honorable mention to the Bart B plot. As a sister with an extroverted brother, I remember so distinctly the feeling of always being in my brother's shadow socially. It seems like it could be harsh that Bart was trying so hard to derail Lisa's friendships, but I can point to so many times growing up my brother did things like that when he was jealous of me getting attention. Come on, whose brother hasn't read their journal out loud to their friends at school? Just me?
I signed it too.
Thanks for watching. I'm Morgan, and I'm giving this whole YouTube thing a try, so like and subscribe if you want to see more of me talking about things I'm interested in, or like, you know, whatever.